Hi, this is Miu. Welcome back to my channel. ILLIT's Fillin live performance was amazing, and it's gaining the girls tons of praise and recognition. But of course, when praise comes, criticism follows, and I've seen quite a few people claim that ILLIT lipsynced. So I wanted to share my opinion on why I don't think they lipsynced and give you a brief analysis on their performance. First of all, let's talk about the show. It's live. This show has been known for years for showcasing the vocal talent of K-pop artists, and since forever fans used it as proof of the live singing abilities of their favorites, especially because it usually features a special band version of the group's songs, which is even more proof it's indeed live, since syncing pre-recorded vocals to a live band is much harder than to a pre-recorded track, because a live band never makes the exact same performance twice. Now, I'm not trying to be disingenuous. I'm not denying that there's probably a bit of fixing things here and there post-production in these kind of shows, and it's live, specifically band Veer, received a bit of side-eye from the fans that want a completely raw live. But for starters, that applies to all the artists that came in the show. And I'm just trying to point out the double standards, because before ILLIT went on the show, it was regarded as a somewhat reliable source for live vocals, and being invited on the show alone was something to boast about for the fans when it happened to their faves. But now that ILLIT went on the show, somehow it's not live anymore? And the ironic thing is that lip-syncing and editing post-production is even less likely in ILLIT's performance, because ILLIT didn't just participate in its live episode or in a band live episode, which are the formats that people were skeptical about, but in the Fillin live episode. The difference? In the Fillin live, there's the live audience. That means, not only is there a live band playing, but there are also real people watching the performance in person, people who would notice if they lip-synced the whole thing, or made major mistakes that were fixed later in the video with heavy editing and post-production. And the glitz present at the live commented on the video, confirming it was 100% live, no AR, saying that ILLIT had to re-record Almond Chocolate because when he made a small mistake, and since it was 100% live with no AR, they heard the mistake clearly. Now to the brief analysis of the performance. Their vocals show the imperfections and variations you expect in a live. The mouth movements matching exactly what we hear, breathing included, movement affecting the voice, lines starting earlier, ending later than the original track, etc. ILLIT's performance was full of long close-ups of the members' faces. If they were lip-syncing, the director would avoid this kind of shots. Because with tight close-ups, the viewer can clearly see every mouth movement, and any mismatch even a few frames off can become very obvious. Especially when it comes to breathing, it's basically impossible faking catching a breath, syncing it with millisecond precision, which would be needed since the camera is so close.
I'm just trying to play cool, but I just can't hide that I want you. 너를 향해 빛나는 길 건네줄 거야. 저는 고민 사랑은 괴롭지 들어가는 고민 너를 좋아하고 말해 baby 나를 설레면 못 참지 협조해줘 you got it cherish my life 어차피 넌 내게 보면.
Every time you hear an adlib, crowd work or a shout by a member, loud and clear, that is proof the mic is 100% on.
저희가 오늘 필린 라이브에서 최초로 공개하는 ILLIT입니다. 놀랐죠? 우리 let's go!
With AR, the main vocal would be pre-recorded, so the mics are usually either kept completely off or at a low volume at best. Since a high-volume mic feed could give the lip-syncing away, any unsynced sound would give it away. So if ILLIT was using AR in front of the live audience, their mix would have to be at low volume at best. But as we've just seen, they weren't, since we could hear the ad-libs, shouting and crowd work loud and clear.
I like you, I like you, I like you. 우아하게 될 걸, baby. I like you.
As you saw, the mics were all 100% on, at full volume, the whole time. To pull off a performance like this with this much spontaneous shouting and ad-libs with AR, the sound engineers would have had to predict and isolate each shout, turning each mic on and off at just the right moment. Also, the fact that we can even hear the live audience's live reactions through their mix is even more proof.
Hey, yeah. This
네. 놀랐죠?
Inconsistencies throughout the performance and compared to the original are typical in a live performance. Inconsistencies like singing a line differently from the original version, or singing the same line differently each time throughout the performance, coming in early or late, or holding a note for longer or shorter than the original, small mistakes, like singing off-key or mispronouncing words, voice being affected by movement. These are all present in ILLIT's performance on the show. Here's some examples.
This time I want you, like it's magnetic. You, like it's magnetic.
미니타이 진정할게
Alright, okay. 난 사실은 잘도 못해. 내가 먼저 이렇게. 난 사실은 넌 못해. 내가 원하면 어때? 내가 먼저 널 좋아하면 어때? 나는 내 너의 맘에 닿게. 내 너를 줘.
빠져 사랑은 괴롭지 오늘로 가는 고민 괴롭지 오늘로 가는 고민
섭섭하지만 빠져버린 그만
About the almond chocolate high notes, I've seen people say that it wasn't live simply because there is no way ILLIT can do such high notes, especially not live. But even before the Fillin live episode, ILLIT has sung Almond Chocolate live, or a cappella many times.
해가 질 때이루 다케잖아 미라고 아마 그토록 해 네가 그 하지게 손을 습에 때가 special
녹음도 이렇게 끝이 났고요. 다음 녹음 때 또 봐요. 안녕.